But
I'm
right,
not proud.
But right now, we got 5 on Collin. Let's go. All right.
I got 5 on Collin.
I got 5 on Collin. Okay, Kim Collin.
Not for nothing, but the music's thumping. So good, so good.
Sarah, I love to see it. Bring it on. Kyle versus Collin. We will see.
I'm excited. I don't know what to expect, honestly. The shots are still dripping, drip, drip.
I know, they're still dripping.
What would you guys do in the chat if you saw your shot dripping like that? What would you do? Would you just suck it up?
I know.
And let it be kind of an oily, weird shot? Or would you just be like, no, I'm going to use my second shot I prepped because I was prepared?
And what do you think is going on with the shot right now? Is it?
I think it's just too tight. I don't think everyone's overstuffing it. Either the dose is too high or it's too tight, but it's only a little too tight. It's just coming out like 1 mil per second or so, and you really want, like by the end of the shot, you want at least like 1.5 to 2, like at that point. It's just kind of, they're just a little choked.
All right, so we got Kyle pouring up first. Nice little wing base.
Hey, that's really beautiful. I like this wing base. This is giving a very classic latte art look. It's like not doing a lot of overwrapping like we normally do. It's giving a very like vintage look, I think, in a good way, and I think that in the most complimentary way. The nerves are real. I think, who's pouring right now?
This is Collin right here.
This is Collin. Look, I've poured things like this in my comps too. It's hard when you're shaky to get those ripples in your base. And then to get that cut through.
Might not be enough.
People underestimate just how hard this is.
Super
People talk about how like, oh, you just pour lattes in a cup. No. No, you get an ulcer in your stomach.
Grinder, coffee.
Eyes on you the entire.
Eyes on you.
But
pressure.
it's not just that. It's the one opportunity, one moment. Would you capture it?
Mom spaghetti. Okay. Back to the action we go. Kyle versus Collin. All right. All right, Sarah, how we looking?
We got Kyle, we got Collin. It looks like Collin just has that stiff milk, and we saw it in the moment, not enough ripples in the wing base. Kyle has the opposite issue. Kyle actually was able to execute ripples. That being said, they're also just a touch stiff. I don't think the milk should necessarily be thinner, but maybe like roll the milk a little more and ripple a little more in that pace. A few more in that beginning part. Maybe they had too much milk in their pitcher, they're not touching down enough, but that first part of the wing, the top of your wing is the first part of your wing. So the bottom of your wing is the first thing that you do if you do a push base, and then the tops are the little side of your mushroom. And then you start to fill it in, and then you fill in the bottom. So if you have missing layers on the top, it means you did something wrong in the beginning.
Interesting.
You weren't establishing a touchdown. You weren't close enough to the surface, or your milk was too high in the pitcher.
I did not know that. And you could tell Kyle didn't break his espresso.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Though I don't know how. I don't even know. I'm so bad at that. Honestly,
where I like Collin.
Yeah. Better integration.
You know.
If anyone wants to tell me how to not break my canvas like that, I'd love the tips. Of all people.
I'm curious that people don't just pour stacks, keep it simple, go back to 2017, give a nice little clean six.
But then Kyle's gonna come and pour like a dominant tulip against you, some like crazy stuff.
So much strategy going on when you're with nerves and figuring out how you can pour the cleanest.
It's true.
Contrast is key. So.
Contrast is important, but contrast isn't really a point in this competition.
Yeah,
moves on. But contrast is important.
Well done,
but
Collin.
they don't actually count it as like a 1v1 point. They only count color distribution and clarity of your lines.
Interesting. Good to know. Well done, Kyle.
So if you were to do like a double ristretto, they wouldn't care if it was darker.
Interesting.
But some of the benefit might be the slick surface you're gliding on. And your pour will generally pop better, so you might get better line clarity. So there's some back and forth.